Alright, so now what I want to do is program the ending portion of the game. And when I go ahead and test my program, I'm going to press play. And I have my background music playing. But what I notice here is that I start in the middlemost spawn point. And so I don't want that to happen. I want him to start over on the first spawn point. So what I'm going to do is make sure that my team colors are set up correctly. Okay, and so I hope that this is not a problem for you, but it might be. So go ahead and let's double check your team colors. And so when we come down here to teams, we highlight the team object, and we can see the starting color is really black. Okay, so then we need this spawn point to match the same team color. Right? So let's go ahead and click on that. We'll scroll down to the bottom, and you can see here that the team color is not really black. Okay, so let me go ahead and click on that. Go to really black. This one, this one is really black, but I don't want him to be really black. I want him to be a different color. So I'm going to make the next gray color that one, and then my next spawn point, I'm going to use the next gray color. Okay, so again, our player is going to start here at really black. When he touches this one here, the team object's color is going to change, right? Because we clicked auto assignable, and it's going to change to medium stone gray. And then when he touches this one here, oh, these are now the same. Oh, I'm sorry, that's brick. That was brick color, right? But what I'm interested in is team color. So when he touches this one, the team object is going to change colors to dark stone gray. And then when I touch this one, it's going to change his team color to medium stone gray, which is of course going to cause the game to start at this location. If he touches this one, it falls off. Okay, so now we should be good. Let me go ahead and test that, because we should always test every little change that we make, because it's so easy to make a mistake as we're coding. Right, so there we go. He's starting in the right location, and now what I want is I want to add a helicopter at the very end. Okay, and what I'm gonna do is if the player touches the helicopter, then he wins the game. So let's go ahead and come over here. Of course, we don't want to have to build a helicopter ourselves using all these different parts. So I am going to instead go into my toolbox. So I click on Home, Toolbox, and over here I'm going to type in helicopter. Actually, I think I changed my mind. Since I'm looking at the background, it's all sky, like blue sky. So I'm actually going to have him be an angel. Okay, let's see if there's any angels in here. Yay, there's some angels. So let's go ahead and click on this one. Let's see. Whoa, that looks kind of scary with the glowing white face. Maybe this one might be a little bit better. Oh, okay, good. So a little bit more friendly looking angel, and we of course need to get him into the right location. So I'm going to use the arrows, of course, to get him set up correctly. And of course I want you to not move him by clicking and holding on to the character, because I might want to move him up and down, but it's not moving him up and down, right? It's moving him away from me or towards me. So by clicking on him and holding, it's not very exact. So I'm going to go ahead and definitely use the arrows. It'll save you time, and it'll help you become more exact with your movements. And I'm going to put him right over here. Put him right over here and have him kind of floating. And then I want to rotate him so he's looking at the player. So I'm going to click on rotate up here, home, rotate. And, so rotate, click, rotate, okay. And I need to use the green ball to rotate him horizontally. So I'm going to grab this green ball, turn him around this way, and he is good to go, right? Okay, so now what do I need to do? I need to check if the player touches this angel. Okay, and of course I'm going to come here, the angel, make sure your object is anchored, or else it'll just fall down into the abyss, right? So make sure he's anchored. And then we need to do an on touch. So let me come over here, and we can't do a touch on a model. Okay, you see this little like set of blocks here? This is what we call a model. And inside of the model, we think of this like as a folder. And inside of the model, we have the different parts that make up the angel. Okay, so here we have another model inside of the model called angel. And if I open that up, then I have these different parts. And these different parts I can program to touch the player. Okay, but I can't program the model to touch the player. Okay, I can't say insert object script and then do an on touch in the script. You could do it, right? You could make a script and you could program the on touch, but it will not work. Okay, it will only work if you have that script in a part. Okay, and so it looks like the torso is probably the best place for the player to touch the angel, right? Not the head or the wings, the torso. So I'm going to right click, insert object, and go to script. And in here, I'm going to put torso script. And I don't want to retype everything, so I have a on touch on all of these guys. So I'm just going to copy, paste it in. And of course, I copied by pressing Command A to select everything. Then I pressed Command C to copy it. Then I come over here to torso script, erase everything, and I press Command V to paste it in. Okay. I guess we could keep the bounce. The boom sound probably needs to change, of course. We're not going to be doing an explosion, so we probably do want to play a sound, so let's go ahead and keep that. And we want something else to happen here, so let me just play the sound for now. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is we need to play like a wind sound. So what I'm going to have you do is come over to your Google Chrome and type in roblox.com, go to the library, right? Go to create, go to the library, go to audio. We can type in here win sound, and again, you could press the play sounds, but my computer is something wrong with it, so it's not working. So I'm going to copy the library ID up there, and then in torso, I'm going to insert object, and I'm going to insert a sound object. I'm going to rename that sound object to win sound, and down in my ID, I'm going to paste that in and play it. That sounds like a great wind sound. Okay, so then when I'm over here, I want part. So what this is saying is the script's parent. Here's the script. Here's the parent. So this I'm going to call it torso. Right? And now when I get my wind sound, actually maybe we can make it uppercase since the torso is an object and the sound object is an object. So I'm going to do uppercase too, wind sound. Okay, now for the wind sound variable, I'm going to say wind sound is equal to torso.sound. Oh, torso.wind sound. All right, so what is that? That means this torso here, this torso objects dot, that means we're looking inside of the torso, and we got the wind sound, it's right here. Right? So now this guy is the wind sound. So I can copy that, paste it right over here, and it's going to say, okay, the wind sound, play it. If you touch, if you touch the torso. All right. So we run the code. What is this going to do? It's going to create these variables, and this connect is a listening event, so it's constantly going to be checking to see if anything touches the torso, right, of the angel. And when it does, it's going to come up in here, and the bounce is going to be equal to true. so it's gonna play the sound. Okay. Let's see here. Let's play it and see if it actually works. And I did change my sound to... Whoa. Oh my gosh. Forgot about that explosion. Gotta be a little bit more crafty this time. Alright. Looks like we are going. Oh my goodness, where is the end of this staircase? There we go. Alright, so that's not like completely finished, but it's a good place to start. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this video since it's getting a little long, and we'll program the rest in the next